right now we're at Blakeleys Beach, or Blakeleys Anchorage, on North Stradbroke Island. We actually sailed past here yesterday because we planned on going a bit further south, but when we got to the anchorage we ran aground and got stuck in the mud for a while, which was our second time for running aground yesterday. It was a pretty rough day of sailing yesterday, and by the second time we just wanted to get the hell out of there. And we had sailed past this spot and thought it looked pretty nice, so we decided to backtrack an hour and a half and come back up here. And then, yeah, we're pretty much straight into bed after all the chaos yesterday. But then today we've done a bit of maintenance for the boat. Matt had to fix the water pump because when we ran aground, we actually sucked in a bunch of mud into the water pump, which broke the impeller. So a bit of maintenance on the motor, and then we clean the sides of the boats, or side of the boat, and have just been hanging out for the rest of the afternoon basically.
Now, any of you who saw Morgan's post earlier today would have realised that yesterday we ended up running into a mud bar and we got stuck there for probably 45 minutes to an hour. We shut off the engine fairly quickly, which was lucky because we noticed that it wasn't pumping water as good as it normally does. Once we were able to move the boat closer to some deeper water and get the water pumping again, we were happy to get moving. But for the last half an hour we were motoring, I realised that it was blowing a bit of steam out the exhaust as well as water. So we decided to shut the engine off and sail the rest of the way to our destination. This morning I figured I'd better have a closer look, and opening up the water pump where the rubber impeller sits, I noticed one of the legs off the water pump was missing. So realising that has to be somewhere further down the system, I moved this hose here, which goes from the water pump into the heat exchanger. Once I pulled the hose off, I could look up inside. I saw the bit of rubber. Using the tweezers from our first aid kit, I was able to pull the first bit of rubber out, but there was still more rubber there, which didn't add up because this is now a complete impeller. So I kept fishing and found 3 more pieces of an impeller, some seaweed, which is most likely from us yesterday. But it's a common issue on boats that water pump impellers will fail. They are only rubber and they're susceptible to damage. But there's nothing to stop it being caught in the system until it gets to a small screen in front of the heat exchanger. And if someone doesn't take the time to pull it out, then these just sit there and could potentially overheat the engine if it's not circulating fluid as well. So we're all good now.